Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your Oracle messages. But before we get started, Leo, Spirit says the light you share is needed. Shine without apology. So now let's take a look at your Oracle messages and see what else Spirit wants you to know. And this is for Leo in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, blessings are gathering beyond your sight. Now, it may be hard to have a little patience, I know, when it comes to feeling rewarded for what you've been doing, especially things that you've been loyal to, dedicated, and putting in the work. And Spirit is letting you know that you are gaining more than you can see right now, but trust that blessings are gathering and forming. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your situation here, because I do get a sense of water sign. Oh, and some air sign. Okay. Yeah, it's something that you've had to endure, perhaps where it's like things just aren't matching the effort, the dedication, but some type of relief is near. Okay, so let's get a little bit more about this relief and a little bit more about the blessings that are gathering for you, Leo. I do feel there's been a lot going on in the mental plane, right? A lot of having to think about perhaps things that may have felt like a hardship. You do have relief is near. We got the Ace of Cups. And look at this. The Strength card just came out. Oh my goodness. A card of rejuvenation, fulfillment, true joy. Okay, so Leo, you're showing up in your own reading. And, I was picking up water sign. Now you've got the Ace of Cups. This is an absolute relief. Be on the lookout. I mean, look at this. Blessings are gathering beyond sight. So you may need to have a sense of mind over matter right now. And hopefully a lot of you already are in that place, okay? And this is just confirmation that you're doing it right. You've set your sights higher and it's exactly what you're getting. Now, relief is near. Look for things that are nourishing you at this time. There's something about synchronicities here. Now, I also see something here where if you have been more in tuned and aware and maybe perhaps studying more about things that you've been opening yourself up to artistically, intuitively, creatively, I guess that's the same as artistically, but anyhow, I see you coming into a place where it really truly does feel like you are gaining so much without even knowing where it's coming from. So it's a sense of feeling that you're being blessed, eternally here. Now, you are. To me, this is the divine cup. It's like this Ace of Cup wants to split into two and wants to turn into two of cups here. Some type of love may be forming here, a love of what you do, a love of life, a love with someone, or a deepening of something here. Either way, it's good. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Page of Swords. So be on the lookout for something different. Now, Spirit is saying you might be in this place where you're having to take in a new perception, right? From some type of truth that you might be gathering, that you may have already gathered. But I feel that there's something unexpected here. It's like an unexpected relief here. So I was seeing this thing about you watching, right? Blessings are gathering beyond sight. And actually the page of Swords is a card of sight. We got air sign coming through. Let's get a little bit more about this Page of Swords. Now this is a beginning. This is a messenger as well. Let's get a little bit more. Now, the Page of Swords can bring some type of challenge, possibly, only because it's something that we have to open our mind to here. But for you, I don't think it's going to be a challenge. This is going to accelerate things. Yeah, you be on the lookout for opportunities coming your way. This is truly heaven sent. There's some type of positive momentum moving forward if you can stay focused on the positives. Oh, right. Now, I also see something here where you might be finding or figuring out um, perhaps where your energies may be feeling a little split up, right? Because there may be a lot going on, or perhaps you need to know that there will be a lot going on, and it's going to be up to you whether or not you want to take all of these opportunities, because you definitely don't have to. Now, we've got a significant thing about communication here too, messages. And you are receiving communication from the higher realms here too. Now, Spirit is saying, if you can, if you're not in it yet, but if you can, be in a place of wonder and curiosity about what is coming, because Spirit wants you to be ready, prepared, and watching for these opportunities. And there may be an opportunity to travel for some of you Leos, okay? And I would say yes to it. Why not? But there is some type of journey here. Okay, so patience and silence are your allies now. Oh, look at that. That's that strength card here. Because I feel it does take, a great sense of inner strength not to hurry things along or react or, whatever it is, right? We're keeping things to ourselves all the time. But there is something true that is developing and forming. And again, you're like on the lookout. Look at the dog there too. So you have great spiritual allies that are coming your way, that have been by your side. I meant to say, okay, yes, you do have spiritual allies, but you have spiritual allies coming in the physical, coming your way. Okay, let's see what else. You were meant to be heard. There's something powerful with the way that you communicate. Oh my goodness, look at this. So you might be finding yourself in a good flow of communication or communicating more powerfully. Oh my goodness. You know what? I also see something here where Spirit is saying, speak, the universe is listening. Your words are like seeds because you are receiving like divine ideas and those are seeds. And so it's like you're speaking things into existence here. You're also directing these arrows, okay? So you are meant to be heard. There's something that if others haven't in the past, or maybe if they challenge you now, don't let them challenge what you already know. You have something to share, and it's a good thing. So for right now, maybe you do want to be patient. Maybe you do want to be silent because you're gathering information, because this is a state of observation here, because you're going to have much to share. Wow. So here's the beginning studies. This is the beginning. You're studying, you're absorbing, and you're powerfully allowing it to be like implanted in you. Ooh. And I can't help but see too, yes, that there's some type of attraction or a love thing going on here too, especially when it comes to relief in the heart or matters of the heart. And you should be feeling or sensing, if not now, you will be getting some type of burst of creative energy. And it's going to come at the the right time. Now tune in here about what's possible. Okay, this is where we have to have like a beginner's mind, okay, and not feel that you're having the past play out in the present. So Spirit is saying there is some type of freedom playing out, but you've got to be willing to stay open, right? Don't let fear or something, discourage you here, because I know that can happen. But we do feel like we are not getting what we want. I mean, look at that. Relief is near. Watch what heaven is sending you. This is what heaven is sending you, something here. Relief. Let's get a little bit more about the Eight of Swords here. And what is interesting too is you got this whole thing that's going beyond sight. And we talked about the card right here of being sight. Now look at the Eight of Swords though. See? Something we need to look beyond the surface here. Let's get more about this Eight of Swords. What's important for Leo to know about the Eight of Swords? Queen of Cups. Okay. Your heart is truly your compass. Don't be afraid to listen to what your intuition is telling you. Now, some of you, there may be someone by you or coming to aid you that could be of a spiritual guide, a medium, a psychic, or someone that just gets you at a emotional level here that offers some type of love, comfort, and support. So be open to this. But also, you are expanding and opening up your own spiritual gifts. Okay? You were meant to be heard. You truly are receiving things that are very divine here that only you can tap into. Now, don't hesitate when we are in this place of some type of encounter, possibly. Okay, but I feel, Leo, you are meant to really allow your heart to guide you at this time. There is some type of new vision for your future. Okay, and Spirit is really confirming for me that you are receiving supportive allies. They are entering your life where you can be fully yourself here and not feel like you're tied into some type of restrictive, situation here. Maybe it's just how we feel around others when you know how you feel when you're around people that you just don't really vibe with and you're like, and you just kind of have to like play along. And then, you know what? Then you realize that's just so exhausting though, isn't it? And then you want to spend less and less time with them. I mean, that's the same kind of energy too. But, this could also be something going on with, anything that we feel something is not possible. Some of you might have been placed in a holding place here so that Spirit can give you the creative flow. And it may have had to happen in a specific time, place, synchronicities with energies here. But anyhow, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know, Leo. You got a true love that's on its way. That's true love. True love, true fulfillment. You're going to gain this. This is going to be really healthy too. Have trust. I know it can be hard. Look at the Eight of Swords. This is the opposite of trust. But don't worry, because we all kind of get into this place of the Eight of Swords where, yes, it can be difficult here. Because it means that we have to look beyond what is already available. Okay, so that's the illusion. What's already available is what you've already manifested or summoned from your past feelings and thoughts. And now what's becoming available is what you want, what your heart is desiring, what your heart has been envisioning. Because there is a dream here of, some type of great contentment, especially with home, family life, a partnership, or if you're just one of those Leos that, you find more pleasure and fulfillment with a soul calling here, that you're in it. There's some type of passage here too. There's some type, yeah, we've opened a portal. Your heart is the portal right now. It really is. Okay, so true love is on its way. It's coming to you. You are reserving yourself in a place, okay, where you are in more control because what is meant for you is coming to you. Wow, the Chariot here. This is relief. This is definitely relief coming. And there's going to be this real sense of being understood. Okay, now that's going to be your first clue about someone, I feel. Okay, but you are seen in the unseen as well, Leo. Okay, and you will be understood here, especially because I feel, Leo, you've really had to endure a lot here to stay strong. Now with the Chariot, there's a strong Cancerian energy coming through here. Okay, I was talking something about feeling divided here. Now we've got the Chariot here, and these horses, to me, in this Chariot, they're going in opposite directions. It's like the mind and the heart, okay, needs a little bit more time to line up, because what you are formulating in your inner world, which really belongs to your heart, it's the mind will have to wait. It defies logic at this point. So let's get a little bit more about the Chariot, because there is an important attainment or fulfillment here that you're going to have victory in. And really, Spirit is saying there's no obstacle that's going to get in the way here, but we may need to get things a little bit more organized in a way here, whether it's your inner world or your outer world or a combination. Something may need to get, a little organized. Let's get more about the Chariot here. What is this? Oh my God, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, you really are going to attain something that's wonderful. You're well on your way for some type of achievement and level of success if you're not there yet. Or for some of you, if you've had your independence or your sense of value shaken in any way, shape, or form, well, it's not going to happen. And what does Spirit say? The light you share is needed. Shine without apology. My God, that's not Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot. Because this is like a force to be reckoned with. And you've got, oh my gosh, you really do have quite the spiritual allies in the unseen and the seen. I'm not joking, Leo. I'm not joking, okay? You really do. It's just really badass. Okay, let's get a little bit more about the Chariot, though, for Leo. Leo, you may need a little bit of rest. It's like you gotta park it maybe. See, inner world. Okay, you may need a little time to honor your emotions. Something may have really gotten the best of you, right? That heartbreak here, the Three of Swords. Now, I can't help but notice something about these swords indicating 1111 to me. I don't know if you see that right here. I'm just seeing 1111, wishes, fulfillment, also a new timeline for you. The thing that I see, Leo, you've entered your new timeline, okay? And I feel that Spirit is just asking you to be in this place of feeling blessed, knowing that a heartbreak is a setup for something long term for you, far more fulfilling. But one of the reasons I feel some of you Leos, can I just bring something up? If you're feeling burnt out, it's because you got too much going on. You got too much, or if it's not like an activity kind of thing, it's where we're at in the mind and in our eyes, what we're watching, what, and also our ears, what we're watching, what we're listening to. Okay? So for the most part though, things are going good. You're grounded here. The Spirit is saying, honor your need for rest, honor your need to, feel your emotions. Sometimes we need a release, right? And if you've been releasing, good. That means you're letting it go, releasing it out of your body to get filled up here. I want to see what's beyond the, I want to see what's beyond the Three of Swords for you. What's beyond this Three of Swords for Leo? This is air sign too. I feel some of you Leos really feel like you've been split apart here. You feel like half of you went away here. Now, don't let that be the story that you're telling yourself from this point on, because the story you're telling yourself now is you are worthy of great love, fulfillment, and you're worthy of some kind of destined success here. I'm telling you. And I feel that Spirit is actually showing you that you are way too good for that person or that situation that was a heartbreak here. What's beyond the Three of Swords for Leo, please? You're not alone. The angels walk beside you. Okay, what's beyond is a opportunity here. You got to take a leap, though. The thing is, Leo, don't hesitate. Take a leap of faith. If your heart, your heart is actually, your heart, whether you realize this or not, your heart is actually the one that's in charge, that's manifesting and summoning this opportunity. And notice it says when the door opens, this is when your heart and your mind is open too. And it has been for a lot of you, but some of you Leos, there may be something where you could get a little bit scared here about something, right? We may have a little distrust with something here. But your angels are the ones that are up to this, okay? You're not alone, and the angels walk beside you, and they really want you to know this too, especially when it's been so hard. And I do feel that this is a combination of feeling really burnt out too. With like we're not seeing, it's almost like we're just not seeing the numbers that we want to see, or we're not seeing like, whatever it is versus the effort that we've been putting or had. Now, don't stop sharing what you're gifted at here either. But I feel that some of you, there may have been something here, or there could be something going on too, where you might be pouring into a situation or someone that it's really taking too much from you energetically here. So you've got to pay attention to that. And you might feel bound to that in some way, because some of you, it might be something like you're having to take care of someone. And so you may need to just ask heaven here and others for help and support with that, because there is going to be some type of liberation from that. Spirit is going to free you up from that, some type of responsibility and duty. Now, what you do holds rare integrity. Okay, so don't question something here. Some things that are rare, like you, it takes a little time. But the blessings far exceed your expectations here. So you're getting to a place of really honoring who and what is worthy of you too, and your integrity. But Spirit is validating too. Leo, that you are doing something and you are something that it really truly is unmatched. I mean, goodness gracious, the light you share is needed. Shine without apology. And you are stepping into more of a visible place here. So, be proud of that. Okay, now let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Ah, goodness. Okay. May need to be on the lookout for someone here. We have the Seven of Swords. Now, some of you, I don't know if this is you or someone, because there may be something here where, we're like taking matters in our own hands. But I feel that the most important thing, Leo, is not to feel alone or feel that you have to do something alone. Okay, that is deception in itself. Okay, again, the damn two swords. You see that? There's a better way. There is a better way. Now, let's get a little bit more because I don't really like seeing Seven of Swords and this uh, fortune that you are, because you're the treasure. So you magnify treasure to you, abundance to you. And I don't like seeing Seven of Swords, which is a card of theft here, around you. Look, you may need to watch. Okay, I mean, you guys just, it exists. Doesn't mean you need to fear it or be afraid of it, but make sure just, lock your doors, right? Be on the lookout for some tricksters, people who just are greedy. But let's get a little bit more. Okay, I got to take a deeper look at this for you. Seven of Swords, give me more for Leo. It's almost like somebody is just so greedy. It's like, I want to take more. Just keep taking more and more and more. It's like what they have is not good enough. And so it's like a unfillable void that they're just going to have to try to fill up over and over and over again. Let's just get a little bit more. The tides are turning. What you want is manifesting. And you walk with divine protection always. Okay, yes, look at that. And this is good. So you're not alone. Don't feel that you have to do something alone either. Okay, I just feel strong to say that. But also don't fear something here. If something is not going right, you're going to know this, okay? But Spirit is letting you know that you are coming into a new season. The tides are turning for you, and what you want is manifesting. So don't feel the need to take care of something here if you feel that maybe, just take it if it resonates. Okay, not all of you will. If you feel like maybe you want to push your own agenda, because you are not here to compete, but to shine in your own way. Oh my God, you can't even make this up, because you know what? These cards, I just got done with some of these cards. This one is a new one. Just got done with this yesterday. Wow. Okay, anyhow, because here, okay, the light you share is needed. Shine without apology. Meant to shine in your own way. Don't feel that you have to compete with others in any way, shape, or form, because that is also deception. That's also going to cause one to feel not ready, not feeling good about yourself. And you're more than qualified, actually. Some of you are going to hold a new title here. I'm getting something about a title or a position. Or for some of you, if you're afraid of maybe losing your title or position, I mean, don't be afraid to lose things. Sometimes being afraid of losing it is what causes us to lose it. But I just don't see that happening. Okay, I see you sustaining or getting better. Now, this may mean that we have to sacrifice some people in our life, whether it's personal or professional, or take it how it resonates, because some just don't want the light. Don't drag them. And you can't help that. And I know this is a heartbreak here. Again, you just feel that you poured so much into something here. But yeah, some don't want the light or want what you have to offer, and that's okay. There are others that do. And by the way, you're not having anything anchor you, because see, you're already following what your soul wants to do, because here you are taking a leap when the door opens. And if something feels like it's dragging and anchoring at your soul, there's no possibility of taking a leap, because you won't be in tune with it. Your frequency just won't match with it, but it already has. And this is why you're feeling that pull. This is why you are feeling a lot lighter here, and it's easing up. Your hair too. There's something strong about your hair. The mane, I know, but it has wisdom in it. So just take that how it resonates. Tower. Oh my goodness, breaking up that stagnation, right? Now, this tower, this could be a challenge though. So let's get a little bit, let's see. Can I see what was behind? Unless I might, okay, I lost the place, but let's get a little bit more. This is divine intervention here too. This is breaking up some type of stagnation, and I just can't help but see something here too. The tides are turning. Well, the tower is, there's like the ocean here. Okay, we got waves, tides. Okay, what's important for Leo to know about this? This could have been that breakup or something that really caused that heartache here too. Oh, yeah, you're rebuilding and refining, and it's getting better than ever before. And you're showing up here in your own reading too. And someone, there's a guide here. Oh my God, you've been looked after. This, okay, this is what I'm getting, Leo. Something that maybe, because some of you, I think you've already figured it out. Something that may look on the surface like it's going against you is actually going for you. It's actually going for you. This is causing you some type of rise and more power or influence in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just on a subtle energetic level or things that, you're just taking action on. And it's just it's a whole other way. You're going to receive some good news. Here we go. Here we go. Really good news, especially when it comes to finances, new adventure, getting out of stagnation here, and feeling divinely protected. It's gonna be like you're untouchable. You really are in this place of like being untouchable. Now it's, you're gonna have to know that when you rise to different levels, there's gonna be people who don't like the rising, right? And it's just, this is part of life. I don't know how long we're gonna have to go through this as human being and human history, but it seems just to be playing out over and over again that some people just can't be proud. And some just don't want the light, because to me, the Seven of Wands is just indicating where caterpillars are still caterpillars. You listened to the time that you needed to transform and turn into a butterfly. And here you are defending and protecting. But you don't need to defend too long here, because there is something here where Spirit is like, wow, you're going to receive the good news that you've won in the situation, that you have a victory over the situation. Also, there may be some good news. There may be some good news about either you or someone that may be battling some type of health issues. Okay, I'm just getting that. Let's see what else. I feel Spirit is offering you a moment in time with these blessings coming to write your own scroll, to write. And what I mean by that is like writing your destiny the way that you want destiny to unfold, but not getting too hooked up on how and when it's going to happen. Just knowing what you need to put in and what you want to make full in your life here. I want you to think of that Ace of Cup as the genie in the bottle. This is all the things that you feel your heart deserves and is warranted for. I don't know if I'm using that right, but it sounds good. Anyhow, I want you to think of, that, right? And so you're putting it in there because this is where you're having control over your destiny in a way here, but at the same time, allowing spirit and the spiritual allies, these forces of nature, that there's forces of nature that we see in every day, in actually Mother Earth, right? Mother Nature, where we don't always have control. So sometimes it's good to lose control. It humbles us in a very powerful and sacred way, but it's not to do anything against you. It's just to put you in a place of more grace. So you're getting like this opportunity to hold your angels' hands here and write the destiny that you want to see unfold, because you've given the rights to do that. And this is why I kept getting this, because it's like your rite of passage. I keep getting this thing about doors opening, or this like, it's like a passage here, your rite of passage. And it could have been this breakdown in order for freedom to happen in some part of your soul here. Yeah, look at that. Ancestral and past life imprints are shaping current events, but this is where you are in your power, whether you're male or female, and you're writing your scroll now. And you may resonate, or if you haven't listened to it yet, with the scrolls reading, okay? And those are like new readings, and I did publish those last week, but for the most part, I'm just saying it now, but for the most part, those will be on the playlist on the around the new moon, just so you know, okay? But anyhow, you're writing out your scroll here because you're starting to understand something too, which I feel that you've already understood, and this is what's been you've been holding in. Because you probably don't want to hurt other people's feelings, or something's going on here, okay? But it's like, where there are cycles and patterns that aren't doing anything or anyone any good. This Eight of Swords to me can also be a feeling that we're in some type of time loop, something is just repeating and repeating here. But let's get a little bit more, because I see here with the Page of Swords, you've taken control of a new script, of a new story here that's unfolding for your life and for, the ones that you care for as well, whether now or in the future. And younger generations, let's not forget that. And okay, we got children too here, but there's a very young energy. This will be interesting. I wonder if the Page of Wands will show up, because look at this. I mean, we got the Page of Swords, we got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands, beginnings, and that Ace of Cups. Wait, we got the Page of Wands. I meant the Page of Cups then, because I'm like thinking, wait, what a minute. Wait. Page of Cups I meant. Whoops. But still, we got the Ace of Cups. That's even better. And we even have the Empress. Okay. Feel secure right where you're at, and know that you are worthy. And I feel that Spirit is teaching you to be unapologetic about what you're worthy of. Some of you, you may have had something going on with a mother, okay, or a mother figure here, or you becoming a mother, or maybe mothering something. But Spirit is wanting you to feel comforted here, because the Empress is, abundance. It's also living the life that you want. Growth, love, honor, respect. See where we shifted. Okay, just look at this. There's something here, right? You're in between this. You're noticing something, but then you're shaping the future. Where there's nothing that can really thrive here. Now, this doesn't mean that this isn't an important step or a part in a soul's journey, because we have to be in a place of feeling a little bit uncomfortable in order to get to a place of where we ought to be, right? Even though life brings challenges, but really it's about you honoring what you're worthy of. Now we have growth here where we don't have growth here. But what's really funny, Leo, what I see is that see how there's like no light, but you do need the sun, right? You know, and other things, right? Other components to make nature grow. But here, it's like you don't see that you have enough light. You have enough light. You have enough to grow right where you're at. And in fact, it's you holding your light back that's causing you more stress. So just pay attention to that when you start to feel a little bit stressed out, because it is about you just shining your light without apology. My goodness. Let go, it's unfolding, but you do need to be in a place of watching, observing here, and studying something that spirit is gifting to you, because spirit wants you to have like a pen and paper or something to record. I feel that you need to record things, okay? Because something is unfolding, but you may need to record these in order to even gain more momentum here or to feel more solid in this plan that is being shown to you. Right? The mind can't catch up, but the heart is already in tuned with it. So play while you wait for your blessings. See how the children cards are the pages? That's card of innocence. So you're exploring what's possible with some type of new energy, new insight, okay? A new toy or a new resource, or just feeling healthy, a new passion, a new adventure, a new friend, or we're just connected with the right tribe here. Either way, you're playing while you wait for your blessings because you're deserving of that. Some may even question, I don't know if you're there yet, but there may be a point too, especially with that Nine of Pentacles, you get to a place where some may question, you know, like, oh, why don't, okay, this is the caterpillars, just example. Oh, why don't you work a 9 to 5 job? Why aren't you married by a certain age? And what, you know, just all limiting. Sometimes traditions truly are peer pressure, right? All right. Or what people try to make a tradition or rules or laws or whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. 2 of coins. This is play while you wait. This really is playing while you wait too. But I want a little bit more, okay? Because this is having to adapt to changes here. We may need to do a balancing act, especially when it comes to maybe resources. For some of you, you also are going through a personal transformation here or change. Let's get a little bit more about the 2 of coins though. Because some of you, yeah, it may feel a little tight, like you're on this tightrope, but it's only temporary. And you may need to just kind of say that to yourself, especially if it's uncomfortable or, you know, just not feeling like we're balanced. Just know that it's temporary. You got the ends on the spiritual realm, okay? The unspoken speaks and you receive it. And they're helping you through these changes. They're helping you also figure out what is a priority to you at this time and what may not be. And so you might end up dropping something here on purpose to give yourself more freedom. Okay, now that is it, Leo. But before we end the reading, let's find out what Spirit is bringing you that you need to be aware of. What is Spirit bringing Leo? Yeah, Spirit knows that you've been in some type of dim cycle, but your fire is returning. What is Spirit bringing Leo? Also, Leo, Spirit says that More inspiration will spark the more you get playful. Oh God, see, Spirit is bringing you situations that aren't toxic or negative for you. Remember, we were talking about this whole thing about seeing cycles, patterns, events, that we are discerning wisely whether or not this is something that was true, that we want to carry forward, or do we not? And removing you out of those toxic places or environments or people, whatever, so that you can grow and thrive in your abundance here. I'm going to get what's behind this. Yeah. Spirit's helping you bring peace in your mind too. You don't have to figure all the detail out. In fact, Spirit is going to show you that everything is unfolding because you will see that you've raised your mindset and how things just lined up and follow. And also, you may find like new followers for some of you Leos out there. So take that how it resonates. Now, Leo, Snow Leopard Spirit says, walk proud but not loud. The world already feels your power when you enter the space. Now, I hope that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.